Good evening. It is still quite early. It's 9:30, but I'm feeling a little bit tired and sort of ready to start winding down. And I decided, I was considering vlogging this, but then I decided, no, let's make it a separate video and do a sort of get unready with me, if you will, or a my evening routine, or anything along those lines. Tonight is a bit more exciting than most evenings because I am wearing makeup, so I have to remove the makeup. And actually, I might shower. Usually I shower in the mornings, or after a run, on a run day, but it's early enough and I didn't shower this morning, so maybe I will. So that's gonna change things up a little bit, but not hugely. I don't really have evening routines generally. Obviously there are certain things that I do, like take out my jewellery, get into pajamas, usually watch some YouTube or listen to an audiobook. Very much also dependent on what Wayne's doing and what time he's coming home. And what I've got on the next day. I always like to set up my clothes for the next day and make sure that everything's ready for work. If I need to bring lunch and it's, prepped, making sure it's all ready to go so that the morning is nice and smooth and easy. Again, tonight is a slight exception because tomorrow morning I am going to be working from home, which means that I don't really have to prepare anything, which is lovely. So we're going to start with step one, which is taking off the jewellery. And also this can be done in steps. Often when I am actually just, living my normal life, I might come home and take off my jewellery the second I'm through the door, or I might get into pajamas but keep my jewellery on. Like there's no rhyme or reason, it's just the way I feel to do it on the day. But here we go. I think what I'm actually gonna do is, rather than try and take off makeup with wipes or whatever, I'm just gonna try and take it off in the shower. So seeing as I won't be filming that, I am going to transition, I think, from here. Take the hair out. My hair was sitting well today, I was happy about that. I'm not gonna wash it because I am hoping to go for a run tomorrow, so then I'll wash it tomorrow. The crazy thing is, by the time you're watching this, I'm gonna have done the half marathon. Absolutely mind-blowing. Anyway, I'm going to shower and change, and then I will see you for the next step, which will probably be brushing my teeth. Spoiler alert. Hello. Had a very quick shower. I'm now done. And perhaps I've done this all wrong. And I was thinking about this while I was in the shower as well, because I still need to do my knee exercises. But I've tried to wipe off what I could in the shower, but I am just going to use the micellar water to just make sure I get everything off. I used this morning just to pat the, what do you call that stuff that falls off the eyeshadow brush. Whatever that stuff is that gets under the hair. I'm so good with makeup, can you tell? So I used the back of that just to dab it, but now we're gonna go in with the micellar water. This is meant to be good for you anyway, so not really much to worry about, I don't think. I mean, I do think most of it came off in the shower just from, wiping it with soap, but always good to just go over it, I reckon. There's a little bit there, not much. And while we're here, my grandma always says it's a good idea to just put it over your whole face, so let's do that. Okay. I think that is as done as it's going to be. Just give it a little pat. And then I'm going to go in with this, which is a Skin Essentials body lotion from Papusanis. Ta-da! Probably definitely stolen from one of the many hotels I've stayed in over the years. And it's running very low. And I've been using this or an equivalent as a moisturiser. I'm sure it's not. But as I said, I think this one is the last one. And then I will buy an actual moisturiser. But I figured in the meantime, because I don't really care that much and it's definitely not something I do daily, so it doesn't feel worth investing in something that I don't need, especially when I've got something that kind of acts the same way, I think. I mean, not that I notice it make any difference. I'm literally having to scrape it out, so just excuse this beautiful method. So, what's the word? Not ASMR, but aesthetic. There we go. That's something. And we just pop this all over the face and under the eyes, especially. But as I say, I don't really feel like it does anything necessarily. Is it because it's a body lotion rather than a moisturiser? Is it because my skin doesn't react right to the ingredients? Or is it because it's all placebo effect and I don't believe in it? Who knows? But just the action of rubbing it into my face does feel nice, so that's why we stick with it. I think that's as good as done. So I'm going to wash my hands and wow, like magic. So now the next step is to brush my teeth. And there's a little story when it comes to brushing my teeth, which is that my toothpaste is this one, which is a Tesco own brand, I think. And I hate using it, but I got it for free from that goodie bag that I got back in November, I think it was, or December. But I hate the way it makes my mouth feel. So I try and use it where possible, but I will sometimes use Wayne's, which is this one. And much preferred by me. The thing is, I'm not usually picky about anything, including toothpaste, and I will usually go for the cheapest. But something about this one, the way it makes my mouth feel, really makes me loath to use it. But I will, because I'm gonna be home, and so I can just drink loads of water and make the feel go away, hopefully. If I have anything specific on, then I'll use the other one. Like, for example, this morning I had an audition, and so I used the other one so that I wouldn't feel funny at the audition. There's just something about this one. Let's do this aesthetically, because I don't want you to watch me brush my teeth, because that feels weird. So we're just gonna have a moment. Oh, how satisfying is that? I never do it that well. I never pay that much attention. Right, bye, see you in a minute. Okay, teeth brushed. Now, usually once a day I floss, but I didn't floss this morning. Usually I do the flossing in the morning, but I was in a little bit of a rush, so I'm gonna floss now as well. And I've just realised I need to buy more floss sticks, because I've only got 2 left, and after today it'll just be 1. Once again, you don't need to be watching this, so just trust me, take my word for it. I like to use the floss sticks rather than the floss string. I will see you once I'm done flossing. Right, that's us done in the bathroom, so I'm just gonna pack everything away. Usually I pack as I go, but because my camera's currently in my cupboard, I can't. So I'm gonna do that, and then I will meet you out there. Hello, welcome back to the slightly darker living room slash bedroom slash everything room. I'm now going to do my leg stretches, which as of when you're watching this, I may not be doing every night anymore because I will be done with the half marathon, but at the moment feels very important to be doing. I'm not going to show them or sort of share them at the moment. Perhaps in a running video I will, in which case I will link it either down below or up above, sort of in the cards. But I will tell you that it's currently 9:59, so I will tell you what time I'm done with it. I expect sort of 10-15 minutes, but we shall see. Hello. As I said earlier, it was a bit defeatist to shower before doing all this, but I've done it now. It is 10:11. So it took me 12 minutes, and it does feel like a workout, certainly, but I also know that it's really important for me to be able to do this half marathon, so we do it. But it is at this point in the night that it is time to move and stay in the bed. Often what will happen is I will get into bed, do whatever I want to do, and then if Wayne is home or whatever time he gets home, I get him to do stuff for me if there's anything I've forgotten to do. Often there'll be something I need him to move onto this table or fill up my water or whatever. I can do it myself, and I do on the nights that he's not here, but when he's here, I make use of it. So come with me, I will show you what happens pre-nighttime chilling. Yay! Just for the record, this was the state of my bed for today, so I'm gonna pack away like all the colouring things because it's a bit too dark, and I'll just leave that for the morning, and then we will probably hop back onto the computer. Excuse the funny angles we're gonna get on the bed, it's just how it's gonna be because I don't have like a stand or anything. I'm gonna do a couple of things tonight that I usually don't do at night, but I should be doing at night, and usually I just do the next day or even a few days after, and that's fill in the notebooks. This one's especially an exception because it's my audition notebook, and so usually I don't fill it in until there's an audition, unless there's an audition. But there was one this morning, so we will fill this in. This is my 1 line a day, although this is the last year that I'm fitting into it. I had 4 years, and we've only got a few months left, so I don't know yet what I'm gonna do for next year and beyond, but I can't believe I've had this notebook that long as well. That's crazy. But I think I just need to add today's. Often I'm playing catch up with this, but no, I do need to play catch up. I need to fill in from Monday, Tuesday, and today, so I will do that. And then in this one, I also have an audition tracker, so I've got to fill that in. I've got to fill in the squats, because that I actually should have done yesterday, and I forgot. And my emotions. I think those are the 3 for this notebook. So I am going to get on with that, even though, as I say, usually I don't actually do this at night, but I'm filming, so why not? I'll see you once it's done. Okay, that all took a little bit longer than I was expecting, but that's okay, we're here now. The next definite task that I always have to do, unless I remember to do it earlier in the day, which is very rare, is to do my Duolingo. Look at how mad that owl is. Let's go for it. And today I have 3 tasks. Every day you have 3 tasks. My hair is a mess, whatever. I need to complete my next 2 lessons. I need to do 2 music lessons. I always find it funny when they give me 2 that are so similar, but I'm not complaining. And then I need to score 90% or higher in 5 lessons. But I've learned that the music lessons often don't count. So I'm just gonna do 2 lessons and hope that that's enough. Here we go. Oh, a memorizing one. See if you can memorize it too. Oh, I should probably put the sound on. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, I'm not gonna learn it. Wait, let's watch it again. Can you see? Yay! Okay, I'll keep going. Hello. The hair was annoying me. Up. Actually, the truth is, I like to have it up because it gets it out of my face. But when I'm filming and constantly looking at myself, I don't like it. I finished Duolingo. Now, for the record, I would not recommend using Duolingo to learn music, but I am doing it just to like keep the skills a little bit fresh. Not that I feel like it's making a huge difference at the moment, but we'll see how it progresses. I'm now sort of at the point of the night where I'm just gonna chill, probably on my phone for a bit. I've also got YouTube open. I'm watching Riley Autumn, another one of her bullet journal live replay TikTok things. There's still an hour and 20 minutes left, so I don't think I'm gonna watch all of it, even though I do watch at double speed, but I'll watch a bit, you know, check social media for a bit and then switch off. But I will talk to you before I switch off, but there's not much more to show for now. Hello. We've switched off the main light. One thing I really miss about my grandma's is not just having the light switched right by my bed, but it's okay. I've got my phone torch. Usually I have Wayne, but he's not going to be home for another little while. It's ended up being significantly later than I had anticipated. I almost finished watching the Riley Autumn video. I've got technically 24 minutes left, but actually 12 minutes. And it is 20 past 11. I probably will still scroll Instagram for a little bit, just going through Reels, because I don't have TikTok, but I use Reels probably in the same way. But I am more or less ready to say goodnight. Also, for the record, don't learn from me. It's not a good idea to be scrolling on your phone right up until you go to bed, but that's the life I've chosen for the moment, so we're just gonna stick with it. But I'm not saying it's healthy. But I think I'm going to leave this video here. I'll probably not end up going to bed until about 11:45, maybe even midnight. But yeah, that's my evening routine. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see from me. And I will see you all soon in another video. Bye!